Good morning, friends. Welcome to Sudani Food and Lifestyle channel. Guys, today for my breakfast, I'm going to be making ackee and saltfish along with breadfruit. And especially the ackee, which is over here, it is the national dish of Jamaica, okay? And it came from West Africa in the 1800s, okay, guys? And over here we have the breadfruit. And this is grown in the tropics, but it pretty much came from Tahiti, okay? And a good reference to the breadfruit would be the movie Mutiny on the Bounty, starring Marlon Brando, okay? And it was brought to Jamaica by Captain William Bligh, okay? So Mutiny on the Bounty starring Marlon Brando is a good reference, okay? And so I'm going to be preparing that over here, and I'm going to show you how it's made and stuff like that. And here are some of the ingredients that I'll be using here. I have some scallion here. I have some garlic here. I have tomatoes, green peppers, red pepper, onions. And I have the purple onions also. And I have thyme. And I have crushed pepper over here. Okay. And I have ground pepper. And over here is the codfish. You could call it codfish. Some people call it saltfish. Bacalao in Spanish and stuff like that. So I was soaking it last night to take some of the salt out of it, but I'm going to boil it one more time just to take the salt out of it, okay? And also I'm going to be boiling the ackee because in this state it's not fully cooked, okay? So I have my water over here, okay, for my ackee boiling, and I have my water over here boiling for my codfish. So I'm going to boil my codfish one more time just to take the saltness out of it, okay? Because we're all watching our salt intake. So now we're going to put the codfish into the pot. Okay. Show you. 2 nice pieces of codfish or bacalao or saltfish, whichever terminology you use. And we're going to let that boil for a good 10-15 minutes to get some more of the salt out of that. Okay. And then we'll remove this here. And then over here we have the pot for the ackee, and you have to boil it. Okay, boil it for a good 10-15 minutes here. Okay, so the pot is boiling. This, so we're just throwing it in there. Put it all in there and let it cook for a good 15 minutes or so, okay? And then we're gonna season it. Now the breadfruit, we're not gonna boil it. It's already roasted and it was frozen, so we just took it out and we're gonna fry it. I mean, I like mine baked or roasted, but it's also very tasty when it's fried. So we're gonna fry that also, and we're gonna have that with the ackee and the saltfish. And we're gonna go ahead and prepare all our seasoning for the ackee and the saltfish. We're going to blend it all together and we're going to show you how it's done, okay? And we'll be right back once we have all of that put together. Okay, guys, and here is your codfish. It's boiling, okay? Taking out some of the salt out of it. And over here we have the ackee, and it's boiling, okay? So that's what it's doing, okay? And make sure you always boil them separately. It's not good to boil them together, okay? Some people do boil them together, but I don't recommend boiling them together. So, yeah. So that's why we're boiling them separately. So here they are. They're bubbling. Okay, guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So now we're going to be preparing the seasoning in terms of seasoning the ackee and the saltfish, okay? And my husband is helping me. I know you're seeing a different hand, but generally when ackee is cooked in a house, he generally deals with it. You know, I don't really, that's not my really sphere of, you know, cooking really. And I like when he cooks it because he knows how to prepare it better than I do. Okay, so that's why you're seeing a different hands and stuff like that helping me this morning, okay? And yeah, so we're just preparing all our seasoning and stuff like that. So he's cutting up the scallion right now. Okay. So, 2 hands are better than 1. Yeah. So, yes, the seasoning smells really good. Yeah. tomatoes. So you wash your tomatoes, so forth. Okay. Make your food colorful. I like to make my dishes very colorful. So all that nice tomato that's going in there, that dish. Okay. And it's gonna get fresh garlic. You could put fresh garlic in if you want, and I have the garlic that's in the bottle. But we're using the fresh garlic. Okay. I'm just lazy sometimes to cut up the fresh garlic, so most of the time I use this garlic over here. This one, the spice grilled garlic, but he's using the fresh garlic this morning, but sometimes I'm just lazy in terms of cutting up garlics and stuff like that. Oh, he's gonna use some of that too. Okay, so he's opening that. Yeah, garlic is good for you, so use as much as you like. Yeah, both fresh and bottled. Because this one is, yeah, fresh garlic, bottled garlic. So he's going to use some of that also. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, it's a lot of garlic. Yeah. Okay, then you're going to put some onions in there now and some peppers. Peel your onions. Okay, get your onions. Looking good so far. Very colorful seasoning. Very colorful. Yeah, it's a lot of onions. And then do some of the purple onions right there. I like those sweet onions. They're sweet. I like those shallots. That's what we call them, shallots. Those shallots. I love those. Especially in my, I love to use those with my salads. Yeah, so good. Okay, and my sweet peppers. Put some sweet peppers in there. Yeah. Okay. And this piece of green pepper is good also. A little bit of everything. To me, basically, it's like a vegetarian dish because the ackee is a vegetable. It grows like a fruit, but it's really, and then we're using thyme. This is fresh thyme that we're going to be using in there. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it, really, right there. Yeah, so we're waiting for the ackee to be boiled, and then once we're finished boiling it, we're going to come back and show you how we put it all together with the codfish and the ackee. Okay, guys? I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the ackee and the codfish has been cooking for more than 15 minutes now, okay? So we're gonna turn them all off, okay? And we're gonna be seasoning our pots and stuff like that, but first my husband is gonna be picking up his codfish. I'm gonna show you how that's done. He's gonna take it off the fire. He's gonna take it out, throw the salt water off. He's going to be picking it up. So you're not going to put it in there whole as it is. You're going to shred it. Okay. And it's something to emphasize that sometimes codfish, it shrinks when it's boiled. You know, so you can use as much of it as you like. So he's just cutting it up into little pieces. And that looks good. Nice sizes because it's really 2 people. And he's going to prepare his pot. And make sure your pot is dry when you're putting your oil in it because it's going to be splashing all over the place. So make certain that your pot is dry, or you could dry it with a towel because we don't want to mess up our stove, you know. I don't want to mess up my backsplash and stuff like that. So yeah, some water here. So yeah, I'll make sure it's fully dried. Okay. And Turn them on. And then we're going to be using olive oil. I mean, you could use any type of oil that you like, but I prefer olive oil. So we're just going to put some olive oil in a pot, okay, to saute our seasoning, because you have to saute your seasoning first, okay? Okay, and that's enough. That's enough oil there in the pot, yeah. Yeah, let it get a little warm first. Yeah, the fire is high, and then we're gonna put our seasoning in, okay? You always put your seasoning in first, and it's gonna give it that nice aroma in the oil, and the smell and the flavoring and stuff like that. So he's just gonna, it's not fully hot yet, so he just put one piece of onion in there to test it. Okay, is the fire high enough? We can turn it up a little bit more. Yeah, yeah, it's high, but it's not hot yet. Okay, okay, there it is. Okay, so we're just gonna put our seasoning in. Okay, and this beautiful seasoning we're putting in there. Okay, smells good. Yeah. Put the garlic, and you have your nice garlic over there. Oh, that smells good. Really good. Smells really good. It's colorful. I love the smell, the aroma. Yeah, that's how we do it. And then he's gonna take the codfish, and he's gonna saute that along with the seasoning. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Okay. I'm gonna put some black pepper on it and stuff like that. Some ground black pepper on it. Okay, and then we're going to put some crushed pepper on it also. Not a lot, depends on your taste. The pepper. Okay. Some people, they put the cayenne pepper. That's the natural pepper. But we're using the regular crushed pepper because I don't like too much pepper, and if it bursts, then it's really hot and then I can't eat it. But so I just use peppers from the bottles and stuff like that. And then over here we have the ACKEE. So he's gonna get the ACKEE now, and he's gonna drain. Yeah, he's gonna drain the ACKEE. And see, we have the fresh ACKEE, okay? But you can buy it from the store. It is sell in your local supermarkets, okay? In most major supermarkets, especially for me. We shop at ShopRite, so you'll see it in ShopRite where you have all the canned items, especially in the Caribbean section. They do have it, okay? So, yeah, we have the fresh ones, but you could get the canned one also, okay? And so he's gonna add the ACKEE to his pot right now. You have the codfish in there, and you have all the seasoning in there, and he's adding it to it, okay? He's adding it. So everything is being combined together, and it smells so good. So good. You could add a little bit more black pepper, and you could add some more oil if you like. Yeah. And add some more, a little bit more oil. Yeah. Olive oil is good for your soul. I love me some olive oil, to be honest with you. So, and he's going to put a little tip of water in it. Yeah, a little water to cook it down all together. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to gel it all together. Yeah. It's nice. Looking good. Smelling good. Yeah, one of my favorite dishes. And I love codfish. I don't know. I don't know if my mom ate a lot of codfish when she was pregnant with me, but I just love a lot of codfish, to be honest with you. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're cooking it down. So we're just going to let it steam a little bit for a good 5 to 10 minutes, okay, guys? and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so now we're gonna be doing the breadfruit right here. We're gonna be frying it, and like I said, it's already roasted and it was frozen and stuff like that, but we're gonna fry it. It tastes very good fried, and we're gonna use some olive oil and we're gonna fry it. We're not gonna fry it too crisp, but we're gonna fry it. You can have it roasted. You could just stick it in the microwave as it is and use it, or you could bake it also because it's already roasted, but we're gonna fry, okay? Yeah, so this is how we do it. It's already sliced, and they do sell breadfruit in your local Korean market. Where we live in the Northeast, you'll find it. Okay, sometimes they have it frozen, and most of the time it is just the entire whole breadfruit, fresh breadfruit, and you have to know how to cook it or roast it. Okay, so we're going to be frying it. Okay, let me show you. Fry a few pieces of it. It is sliced up. It doesn't come sliced up. I'm going to show you pictures of the fruit itself. Yeah, we're just frying a few pieces of it. Okay, yeah, and you could also use it in soup. Some people use it in soup, or some people just boil it and just eat it with their meals. Or you can eat it with chicken, fish, any type of vegetable. Yeah, you know what it tastes like? Some people said it tastes like, it's like bread, what do you call it? Potato, like similar to potato, okay? But I think potato grows underground and the breadfruit grows on this tree. And in the meantime, look at the ACKEE. It's steaming down nicely, okay? So everything is being put together here. So we're just frying some pieces of breadfruit, okay? Yeah, we're not burning it. We're just lightly sauteing it and stuff like that. If we're going to eat it by itself, we would have put some salt on the breadfruit, because as it is, it doesn't have any, what do you call it, like taste to it or anything like that. I mean, some of it can be sweet. Like this one is sweet because sometimes it comes half ripe or something like that. So yeah, you can eat it as it is. But if it's not too sweet, you can put some salt on it and eat it as it is, because it's nice when you fry it and you put some salt on it. So yeah, so we're just sauteing it down. Stuff like that. We're not burning it, we're just sauteing it. Okay guys, so when we're finished frying it, we're just going to come back and show you how we put it all together. Okay guys? Okay guys, so we're finishing up now. The breadfruit is fried. Okay, so we're going to put everything together. Okay, that's the last of the breadfruit. Okay, and it's filling if you eat a lot of this breadfruit, because like I said, it's like a potato, and if you eat a lot of potato, of course it's filling, so the breadfruit feels like when you eat a whole potato, okay? So you don't need a lot of it to be filled, okay? So we're going to dish it out and show you what it looks like, okay? Yeah. Dish some of it out here. Show you what it looks like. Yeah. I just need like 3 pieces. I'm good with 3 pieces. I like that little piece with the brown spot on it. Yeah, and now the good old ACKEE and saltfish, or ACKEE and codfish. Look at that. I like a lot of codfish. Look at this big piece right here. I want that piece right there. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Looks so good. Look at that. It's kind of hot, but it's looking really good. I'm just going to taste a little bit of it here. Get some of the ACKEE here and show you. Let me put a piece of the breadfruit with it and taste it here. This is so good. And we didn't use any salt at all because the codfish has a little salt on it. Okay, so that's why we don't put any salt on it, because if you're cooking it by itself, yes, you have to add salt to your ackee. But if you're using your codfish, you don't have to, because even though we boiled the codfish, we left a little salt in it. Not a lot, but we boiled out most of it, so it has that salty taste and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, so this is how we make our ackee and saltfish, and we're eating it today with our famous breadfruit over here, okay? And they all have a history, like I told you before. So thank you for joining me in making my breakfast, okay? And making the Jamaican national dish, which is pretty much ackee and saltfish, or codfish, or bacalao, like how some people call it. But this is the Jamaican national dish. Okay, guys? Thank you for watching. Bye.